Hello, replay viewers, and good evening, Hapsters. This is me trying to remember all the things that Martin does. And still putting in hashtags while the title came up. To keep from rearranging everything too much, the camera angles are a little different this time. Yay! Let's see. Geek is a good hashtag, right, guys? Star Wars, not Star Wars. That would be like something else altogether. Star Trek. Health. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, I can always add more tags later. I'm going to go back to the comments before. Yes, Joel. I am live. A little different this time. Instead of the iPad being the camera with the mic and everything, that's the webcam that normally does the above shot of the work area. And the new to us laptop presently is this angle. So it's partially because how quickly I had to come sliding in. So I did this as best I can in the time that I had because I don't like being late. Miss Saturday story time. My cousin in New York took a turn for the worse. Oh no, Joel passed away yesterday. Story time was not on my radar. Oh, that is completely understandable. Okay, I'm noticing because this laptop is so tiny. So the comments, so I'm gonna have to keep looking to the left. Alrighty then. Oh wow. That's he's had a good go. Wow, that's impressive. Well, congratulations, I guess. I mean, sorry for your loss. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna use this one then. And let me two computers, one ancient, one a year old. Went for refurbished to save money. And this afternoon, my older brother has cancer. Oh crap. Oh honey, I'm so sorry. Oh no, that's completely understandable. I mean, life takes precedence. Precedence. English language. Yeah, love bug's right. That is horrible. Well, let's see if we can take your mind off for a little bit and do a little work. And you have a good time. My mom, my dad, youngest sister had cancer, older two younger sisters in remission. Now Danny is the only one left. Yeah, well, you'll notice a distinct lack of Martin. He's got some things he has to take care of that we're not going to talk about because if he wants to, he will, but I doubt he will because, yeah. So we may not see him at all this week, including me, and I spent the last... I got home about half an hour ago. So running around trying to remember where he puts things and frantically trying to get on there on time. So, yeah, sweetheart. All we can really do is hope for the best. And give them strength when we can spare it, and keep going. Remember, it's those of us who survive that continue the legacies. And we should be proud of that. We should be really, really proud of that. Taking a deep breath. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, my goal is to put up a lot of simple product in the store. In other words, things that people can make things out of if they need to. Incorporate into their own cosplays and props and stuff. As well as provide the option of a completed product. So you can just have it that way too. Have to get checked next. Yeah. It's not a bad idea. It really is not. I hope you're okay. I mean, moving back to Ontario, there's some people who are no longer here and some people who are gone in various ways. And I'm kind of bummed about, actually, I'm a lot bummed about missing out on their lives because, they're important people to me. So, dude, until we can get together and have a good time, you're not allowed to go anywhere, Got it? Good. There's a kitty. Whew, I'm tired. I still have a whole night ahead of me, too. Let me shed some accumulated points. Bye. Oh, coffee. I yawn and 2 coffees. Oh, Joel. Thank you very much. Yay. Were your pockets getting a little heavy? All that coinage. Thank you, sweetheart. Yep. I'm going to try to keep going, but I got stuck in traffic. I wound up popping onto the toll highway to get here in time because there was a major accident of some sort. And when my map app chirped up and said, well, you're either going to take an hour and a half for a 20-minute drive or you're going to pay a toll, I decided I'll pay a toll. I'll write it off on the business expenses or something. Hopefully it's not that expensive. And yeah, it was crazy. Don't have accidents, and definitely don't have accidents during COVID. Come on, people. Those poor first responders. I mean, you're carrying the virus, if you're carrying the virus. And they, something happens and their mask gets taken off or something or whatever. And yeah, no. People. Apparently Ontario's doing pretty well for the whole numbers. So that's a good sign. Took a meandering stroll around Parkwood Estate. Shopping today. Ooh, how was your stroll? So I'm going to split the screen between 2 cameras. I'm not completely happy with my choice of angles, but it was quick. Let me do this. No, both, you silly thing. I wanted it the other way around. Yes, I'm picky like that. Boom. Nice. All right. No, I'm not playing a drinking game. So, the first one we're going to do is see. I decided that there should be 2 levels in cosplay. One is just the actual pieces without any additional thing like a cord or a pin back or a button back. And second, I'm realizing I don't have an X-Acto knife from here. Oh, yes, I do. I lied. The The second is to provide, cord or pin backs or whatever. So you can either have it plain so you can incorporate it into your own, or you can have it with an attachment. So I've been thinking of little things, not big ticket things, stuff that I could buff up the store that you guys may want. So I reprinted because I couldn't find the ones I printed at that little studio, the last place we were living in. So I reprinted these, and this time I put a raft. So that's, and I stuck it in the bottom of one of the trays. These are just those jewelry makeup tray thingies. Right? So I did the raft, but instead of popping them off the raft, I let it cool on the raft so that it sticks to it. And that creates a really nice positioning for the molding. So all you have to do is stick it in the bottom of a open top box, and you've got the beginnings of making a mold. We're hoping that things like this are going to be really popular because they're smaller ticket items. That this makes sense. Instead of printing it every time, it's actually cheaper to use one print and make a mold and then pour, because you can go small amounts of plastics and stuff like that. The 320, 321, again, smooth on. I forgot the hashtag smooth on. Silly me. They're planting the flower beds. Oh, nice. It tags smooth on. Safe. So this is the quickest, easiest way to do this. But really, we have to sell about 5 to 10 each. This is going to save us time in the long run and money only if we can get enough sold. So if someone's ordering just a couple of something custom, there's no point in making a mold. We will print them. Walk away from the printer and go somewhere else and do things. So I've already double-side taped. See, there's 3 strips of double-side tape, if you can see that. All right, so I've already double-side taped these in to the bottom. And now I've got to make the mold. Now, what I don't like about this particular molding compound, you guys saw me with the putty mold stuff. I love that stuff because it's like playing. It's like playing. This stuff is not. The Mold Max 30 that's covered in cat fur. Lovely. Really, guys? In the molding material box. Was that your fault? Oh, look at that. She's walking away. That was her fault. Yeah, it had to be her. So, I'm hoping there's enough. In this case, like I said, it's by weight. I don't like doing these things by weight. Does someone have a third compound? Viscosity is pretty cool. See, Martin loves using this molding technique. I don't. So let's double check and the sheets. And this time, folks, I will wear gloves. I'm not going to be stupid. This stuff really bonds with you, and it's part of the reason why I don't like this particular product. Well, I like the product. I just hate anything that I have to weigh, because I have to do math. Okay, here I cleaned the cat tree with Bob loves. It's like, wow. Okay. You must weigh part A and B components using a gram scale to be successful. And of course, we don't have a degasser, so everything's a guess. So Martin's much faster, so everyone be patient. Over the years, he's focused on some things and I've focused on other things. So this is his focus. Not mine. So we haven't done this technique for a while. Premix part B thoroughly to redisperse pigments that may have settled. Using a gram scale. Did Dispense required amounts of part A and B into a mixing container and mix for 3 minutes. Scrape the sides and bottom of the container several times after mixing parts A and B. Vacuum degassing is recommended. Of course it is. I want a vacuum degasser so badly. Had one of those at the shop and haven't had it, and you trapped air in pourable mold max rubber vacuum material for 2 to 3 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So it's always a shot in the dark. So the first thing we want to do, you don't have to mold release this particular stuff. What I like doing is using Vaseline because it's cheaper. Product placement, right? Hey, Jazzy! So I like using Vaseline on the skinny parts, at least. And make sure it doesn't stick. So I'm going to switch to the cup. Can you guys see that okay? Yeah, looks like you can. Okay, so I just use these dollar store brushes because there's no point in ruining a good brush. I just get in there. Now with this particular molding compound, it's, like I said, it's not as big a deal. We don't have to. I prefer the spray mold or the liquid mold release, but I don't have any of that here anymore. You're not that type of broadcast, that's right. Besides, KY is better. But we actually use KY on prosthetics to give the latex or the rubber a more skin look to it. So, just going to do this lightly. I wanted to say that. Aww. Sorry, Joel. Try to get in the little spaces. Try not to get too much in there because then your molding product will not get in there. Focus on the little skinny areas where the molding product might snap it. Because, of course, if your mold doesn't work, you don't want to destroy your original. That just doesn't make sense. Oh, even with the AC on, it's kind of warm in here. I don't want to spend money on AC, and it's not excessively hot in here. But again, moisture in the air can affect your compounds. So whether or not you want to run your AC when working with this kind of stuff, you may want to run it. I used a few squirts of KY gel on Son's hamster cage exercise wheel. Reduced friction so well that Hammy almost broke his foot, neck, spinning and flying off with the wheel. Whee! Oh, what did I miss here? Yes. Exactly. Oh, I haven't changed the settings on this laptop. Yeah, there's so many ways to do it. We've built them before, but again, it's not something that we've had space. And even with the added space of Chris and Lita's, we're still not going to have space. So we can figure this out. The thing is, we want to move. I want a vacuum chamber because if we, Chris and Lisa's basement is moist. I'd like to do all the molding compounds and resins there in order to provide more space here to do all the 3D printing and smaller laser cutting. So I don't. We're kind of in this situation of, yeah. I don't know. Once we get shelving units in there, Katie, we'll be able to get a better idea as to how much space is actually in that room. It's technically the rec room. I don't want to wreck things, but you know. Okay, I'm just trying to get a little bit in brushing it in and technically brushing it out so that you don't get gobulars. By the way, that's how you can get some great paint effects. Paint underneath one color and then paint the other color on top. So like, for example, spray paint silver. And then say your armor is green. Then you put some Vaseline, then spray paint your green, and then just roll off the Vaseline later on. And you'll have, marks that look like someone tried to shoot you up. I mean, like weapon fire, not drugs. Let's get that clear. Be right back. Okay. So we break free episode 5. Sure, if we do Star Wars again next year. I want to break free. Oh my God, my throat is just like... Okay, so just a tiny bit, just to kind of help it. If we were pouring a plastic something like plastics and plastics or using other products, I would definitely use a spray mold release and do a really good coat. But this, I just want to make sure that things don't get cut in the little spaces. How I did the bullet dents in my Boba Fett armor. Yeah, same with Martin. When we did his Boba Fett, we did the same thing. Love the Master Sith plan behind it all. You like that, did you? We couldn't resist. Vada just made it really easy. She just made it so easy. So I never turned down an easy opportunity. So I've run out of super large Ziploc bags to put the scale in. So I'm going to use a piece of cardboard and hopefully protect the scale. So I'm going to turn on the scale here. And I'm going to make sure it's zeroed, which I already did, zeroed with the cardboard and the cup on it. And you can see I'm not going to need much. So we have part A and part B. Oh, it doesn't. Oh God, I hope I've got enough. I think I see another Mold Max 30, but it's a big container. Gotta try those scales. Back, Desiree. No, it hasn't been that long. Bloody hell. It's always wise to use your products up as quickly as possible. I'm trying not to open the other Mold Max because it's massive. And it looks like it hasn't been opened yet. I'm not 100% sure what we bought it for, but these are old scissors I'm just using to kind of lever the lid to crack the stuff in between. Just had to set the PVR to record the flash. We haven't watched those shows in a long time. We worked on them, so. Now, I hate doing things by weight. I really do. But this stuff is really good. Oh no. Did it? Oh no, it didn't. Oh, thank God. Yep, that's about the texture. This is the bottom, so it's not as beautiful. So I don't know if I'm going to have enough to make 2 molds. But we shall see. I'm doing okay. Martin's gone for the week on some personal stuff. So and he's coming back the day before our wedding anniversary, possibly earlier, depending. And I'm holding down the fort alone. It's interesting. He's put things away in spaces that I'm just like, honey, I love you. Why? I'm changing it before you come back. So little stressed. And like he works with these products more than I do. We each have our specialty. So working with the stuff that he usually works with, I just realized gloves, folks, gloves. She said, "Will not be able to touch the screen or that little control." Ah, why are these always such a struggle to put on? Like, oh no, there's so few left. I think I have to order something. Anyone know where to get these cheap? This is still stash left over from BC. Oh, look at the hearts. Hearts. I feel like I'm part of a medical show or something, and I should just go. Rona has them? The safeties? Good. Cool. Yeah, these are nitrile because they're better than latex. Delegate the cats to do things. That's what my sis says. She tries to get Wally to do things around her house. Those are not cheap anywhere anymore. Oh, good point. Damn COVID. Tuna, tool zone. So Rona. Oh, Rona is also I can see it in my head, in my hair, head. How to use it? Maple Leaf Poultry. Really? Lowe's. That's it. I have a business account at Lowe's. Oh wow, this product is old. Everyone, cross your fingers. This may not work. The product may be too old. Use your stuff up before it gets to this point. Lowe's bought Rona. Yes, that's it. They have them. Okay. Oh boy. So everyone cross your fingers. it's like chewing gum. You see, the world can't stop because one of us isn't here. Oh boy. Now, as I was saying at the beginning, for those of you who just joined, my goal is to come up with a bunch of smaller cosplay type brooches, pins, things like that. Stuff that people can buy without a pin backing on it if they want to add it to what they're working on already. And get more product up there for you guys while we build other things that are more complete so that we can get this store going. Because I've got some credits on Facebook, but I don't want to use those credits until I'm happy with the product up there. I mean, that sale's on until the beginning of December. And anyone who is an active sponsor who has not gotten their discount code yet, please let me know. Yeah. This is the fun part. I hate measuring by weight. Have I said yet that I hate measuring by weight? 100A to 10B. Who's got a calculator? A right now. Oh, this is kilograms and pounds. 2.2 what? I never really liked the scale. So 2.2 and 64. Which one's kilograms? Which one's pounds? 110 to 100? No. See, I can't touch my calculator now because gloves. And Martin does this in his head all the time. Ratio 100A to 10B. So someone's got a calculator. I would appreciate a little bit of assistance. Because I don't want to take gloves on or off. See that? Okay. So according to this, that's part A, right? That's part A. And according to this scale is in kilograms and pounds. So as it drips, the weight changes. That's hilarious. So it's a 62. If I click on the button, it says 2.2. So I'm not sure which one we want to use. 2 by 2, 64. No, that's not what we're after. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying part A here is, I doubt it's 2.2 pounds. No, I doubt it's 2.2 kilograms. Damn it, scale. I don't like this scale. We got it for free. Probably because someone else didn't like it. Yeah, let me show you. If I can. Boo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I hate doing this by weight. That explains it. The product comes in US system, then use the scale in its system. Look, Ron, free scale. Oh no, you guys can't see it, can you? Damn. Of course I can't grab anything like a flashlight or whatever. It was a free scale. And the product is European. It originally comes from England, not the US. Can't beat free, that's right. I mean, they say to use a scale that does grams. This doesn't do grams. So I know Martin uses the scale to do this. So I'm assuming metric, it's always a better bet. Yeah, I know. I know. Help me! Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Yeah, I should have thought of that before putting the gloves on. And Martin does it in his head. It's horrible. So jealous of that ability. There's a whole bunch of things he can't do. But you had me locked up. You had me, what? What do you mean? This stuff has got to be thoroughly mixed and shaken up. Galaxy far, far away a long time ago. Okay, now I see where he is. Okay. Well, I assume if it's 100 to 10, this would be 1/10. This is 1/10 of 62. My arm's getting a workout. Do, 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 do. Oh my god, you should see the bubbles coming to the surface on this stuff. So who's helping me with the math? Or do I have to take my gloves off? Well, this is it. I don't know which one of these sets of numbers is pounds and which one's kilograms. But it was 62 and... Let me try again. 62 and 2.2. I love my putty molds. So it's 62 and 2.2. Trying to scratch my neck without. Why is it when your hands, gloves or not, when they get icky, you suddenly get itchy somewhere? Use Siri on your phone. Ask what's the 10% of whatever the first one was. That'd be great if my phone was in this room. But it's in the other room charging. I know, right? 10% of 62 is 6.2. But it says to use grams, and I've got kilograms and pounds. I'll even register that. I'm trying to get some interaction here, Ron. Come on. People are going to do this stuff. You know, they gotta do it. No way. That's 4. That's 6. I guess it doesn't do point. Oh, that doesn't leave enough to... Okay, let's hit the button again. 0.2. Well, what's the 10% of 2.2? Die ratio coming along, yeah, really. Because it doesn't look like there's enough catalyst for what's left in the part A in the container. Okay, so 10% of 2.2. 0.22. 0.1. That can't be right either. I need a scale that does grams, folks. How does Martin do this? I keep looking at what's left. I'm thinking, that can't be right. Convert to milligrams and do the math. Why would I do milligrams when this damn thing is kilograms and pounds? So 0.2, so there's no percentage. It's like 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So is it 0.2? Am I okay with 0.2? That might be enough for what's left in here. Like, I mean, of course, if you put too much catalyst in, it just sets faster. Why Why did it go back down to 0.1? Ah, the scale. 1 kilogram is 1,000 milligrams. Okay. So was this 2.2 kilograms? Or was it 42? Oh, neither makes sense. Are we taking the long way around? I need a scale that does grams. A milligram isn't the same as a gram, is it? Okay. Does 0.2 make sense? It's 2.2 grams, IR 2.2 kilos. I don't know. Martin does this one. I don't. I like the other molding stuff. But you can't, like, there is another one that Smooth On does that I like, but it's more money. And it's by portion. And it takes longer to set. So we bought this one when we were working for Star Trek because it was faster, and Martin knows how to do this in his head. Martin's not here. Dave's not here, man. I was missing a 0. Does 0.2 sound right? It's just going to wind up being a colossal mess. Power is officially spent for the day. Anyone else? Anyone? Class? Look at that. It's like liquid gum. Ooh, the smell. Forgot that this stuff stinks more than the other stuff. Whatever the safer. What? I get it. I need a final number. It's 10%. It says 0.2. It doesn't have a. It doesn't have a percentage. And now I've made even a bigger mess of myself. Oh, Martin. Why do these things have to happen when I need you? Seriously, folks, if we weren't a pair, just in the few days that this has been since he headed out, this company would be something very different. First of all, I wouldn't be doing this kind of stuff on a deadline. So I wouldn't be buying this particular product. And secondly, my electronic skills are much simpler than his. So there's a whole bunch of product I wouldn't be doing. Would not be doing. I'd probably team up with someone else. So now you guys get to see how important Martin is on certain things. Okay, so tare scale, put what you think you'll need of A, which I did. Whenever that number gets to 10% of that number, yes. Then tar the scale with a I can't read the rest of your comment because I can't touch it in order to get the pop down to see the rest of your comment. I can't see. Well, I tar the scale, like I zero the scale every time. Then zero the scale at that number. Be on the cup until you reach the number you. What? No, you put the second cup down after, because once it's in the big thing, it's and you do 10%. Is 0.2 10% of 2.2? 0.22, as Katie pointed out. So 0.2 might be a little under, which means it'll take longer to set, or it might be a little over. The scale is not that sensitive. It just is not that sensitive. Okay, I think I'm going to take a risk. This is not my specialty, folks. It's Martin's. Before adding B to the cup, as long as you zero it before adding B. Well, yeah, I use the same cup for both. So, okay, so I threw this cup on, which is bigger than this one, and it now says 2.3 instead of 2.2. So I'm assuming it should say 2.5 once I pour this in. We used to have a scale that did grams and everything. I had no problem with this back then, but that scale doesn't exist anymore. I assume. It wasn't my shop. So this stuff is much more liquidy, so 2.4. Yep. I reached the 2.5. Let's hope that's what it's supposed to need. Oh, this is not going to go off properly. Okay. Correct, hopefully. Yeah, really. Okay. Now we mix and mix and mix. Thankfully, this stuff doesn't set too fast. Unless, of course, you put too much catalyst in. Pour your mixture in a single spot. We are flying solo with the solo cup. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Oh, I forgot how this stuff smelled. Woo! No kitty cat sniffing product, please. It's fine enough the humans here doing it. And this is why we want to move all the casting stuff to the other place. The other place will have a small exhaust system put in once we get that set up. I mean, there's kind of one here. Oh, wow, I hope this is enough. Okay, so you keep mixing until it looks pink all the way through. Oh, I hope this is enough. If not, I'm going to be very quickly mixing more. Ah, what a smell we've discovered. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think that's mixed enough. So the other stuff I like is closer to the fiberglass resin. And doesn't set as fast, unfortunately. But it's liquid instead of this, whatever we want to call it, pink milk. It is. It's kind of like a. Now it looks like bubblegum even more. Wow. I am focusing. I am concentrating. I am one with the goo. Maybe I need to do a double batch. Oh no. Now, the reason you do it this way, folks, by putting it at the bottom of a box and then pour it in, is when you pull it out, it's nice and level. So when you pour your casting, it's nice and level. I should actually be using a level for this, but there's a little bit of leeway, basically. Okay, that's not enough. I thought it would be. There's lots of bubbles. So how quickly? I just put my thumb in it. How quickly can I pour more? Spank, spank, spank. But you know, we're not that kind of broadcast. So let's very, very quickly pour more. Making more. Very, very quickly making more. Come on, leftover product. Let's do this. About half a cup more should be enough. Oh, that was it. I can do a whole cup. Oh, is there enough left? Come on, baby. Now this is risky what I'm doing because it may not mix exactly the same as its predecessor. So they may not bond. But I'm working with what's left here. Hi. How are ya? Yeah, since I'm wearing gloves, I think I'm just going to get messy here because there's so little left. No, please tell me there's enough. Now, it won't be a huge loss because I have some left from Star Trek in another container. Basically, we used up for Star Trek what we had left of our own stash, which is basically this. And then bought a new kit for ourselves. Okay. Wow, 0.8, that's all that's left. That's scary. Okay. Let's hope this is enough. I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit in here and guess. Guess I should have just mixed it in the container, huh? But that would truly be a guess because I wouldn't have an empty container to guess with or to zero on. Uh-oh, stuck. But this stuff is a much better product on so many levels. Meant to bond. Well, if it doesn't bond, I got a problem. Bond. James Bond. It doesn't look the same color. So I'm going to do this again. So how is everyone doing tonight? As you can see, I'm a little insane at the moment. Trying to use up what's left of this kit. And of course, I can't use the new stuff that's sealed right now with this stuff. So whatever we get out of this is what we get out of this. Because to use the stuff that hasn't been opened yet, it'll be slightly different in consistencies and stuff. And then we will definitely have something that doesn't mix properly. Oh, I think I might have matched the color now. Okay, come on. Put this out of shot so you guys can see. I hope this works. Oh, completely different shade of pink. This may not work, folks. But, you know, the only way to find out if the product's doing okay and if it'll work or not is to just do this. So that's what we're doing. Oh, I'm breathing heavy because I'm focusing. Focus. The concentration required. Bum, bum, bum. So it's a slightly different shade. So feeling it might just work actually. Call it a sixth sense. Ha ha ha. Ah ha. Home. One tends to learn more from failure than success. This is very true. Well, the thing is, because it's the bottom of the container, the chances of failure increases. Just like the casting I did on air that day, that on it being kind of brittle and didn't completely set. Bottom of the container. Bottom of the container is always so reliant upon whether or not the previous times were properly mixed. So yeah, you kind of expect it not to succeed. Okay. Now, let's see if we can bump the bubbles out. Spanky Spanks. So we've got two slightly different shades of pink here. So the chances of them bonding together is kind of slim. But, you know, again, can't mix, never mix old product with new. And the other product is sealed. So it doesn't have to be very deep either. Yeah, that's good enough. All the details covered. It's been a bad mold. Because you know, we're not that kind of broadcast. I feel so weird doing that on my own. I'm trying not to get stuff on the table too. So, not gonna get stuff on this table, she says as she leans against it with her hand of goo. It's the hand of goo. I'm gonna go put this over there. All right. So I can sit there and think about what it did. You just think about what you've done, young mold. Women have this like natural scoldy finger thing. Okay, I can put this back up. On the floor, apparently. Thank God I have like one of these chair mats. It just protected the carpet. We're a rental. Okay. Itchy. Always, always, always. Moment you get stuff on your fingers. And I want some chocolate milk, but I don't want to ruin my mug. I don't mean my face. Put the instructions on the floor where they belong now. Yeah, I function very differently than Martin in some ways. Okay, so I have a second tray here to stick things down, but I have gloves that are a mess. And I will have to open the very large of the Mold Max 30, which on camera is not easy to do. So this is the second tray. So I'm going to take the second tray, I'm going to put it over here, put it off the side, and I can do that another time. But I do have older molds of different kind of molding products used over the years in this household, in our drive and ambition to create things. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, there is some left. So I could have probably put more. And it's, of course, how things were measured previously. And if you're going to do things like this, folks, say getting people like us to do it, why don't you make me a promise? Don't throw things like this in the garbage, please. Like, don't even throw them in the recycle. Bring them to toxic waste, technically. Please don't just throw them in a dump site. Just no. No. Don't do it, please. Okay, that can go over here. So these are older molds. I mean, this one's ancient. This, I can't remember the name of it. It doesn't exist anymore. It may have been a smooth on. But this green stuff is a molding product years ago. I mean, we're talking, some of these go back to the mid-90s. They're not very flexible anymore. But that's part of the reason why they survived. These are pretty solid. So we've got a Romulan. Actually, that's got a light on it, so that might be easier. Oh, yes, it is. Right. We've got Romulan, and then, this was the Klingon belt buckle. We did a whole bunch of these for Klingons and for CAG and everything. And these molds are old, but they're heavy, but they haven't deteriorated or crumbled or died. And they're still in great shape. So to find out how great a shape they are, because if I'm going to throw them out, I've thrown out most of these already, the white ones. Similar time period, different product, cheaper product, about the same setting time. But that's what the Jedi Communicator used, this particular molding product. And again, I think it's a smooth on. Not 100% sure. I don't remember. So I'm not even sure what this one is. So if I got leftover, I'm going to pour into it. So yeah, money's worth on this one. We spent a lot of money on this green stuff. So this mold's still viable. Like it's not as flexible. We're going to keep them. If they're not viable anymore, then we're going to get rid of them. The original master was styrene and table tennis ping pong balls cut in half, actually just less than half, and glued down. The mold was taken, and we used to pour these out of everything we did. It used to be out of fiberglass resin. If you can see, the resin one is still in this little guy. Ooh, wow, that's a really small Star Trek emblem. No, Klingon, sorry. So yeah, that's tiny. But the resin, if you don't back it and it's too big, it breaks. So we stop using fiberglass resin. All right. Use this for possible mold. So I'm gonna move this piece of cardboard off. Have you ever found a paw print in one of your moldings, either before, during, or after making it? No, but I have on a costume. If you look closely at the back of my Lydia poncho, the animated one, you will see teeny tiny Kira, because she was a kitten, paw prints on it because she walked through the fabric paint. And thankfully, they're really small. But yeah, there's a couple of really small paw prints on the back of it. Got me wanting to do my resin pyramids again. Ooh, tell me more about your resin pyramids. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. But now we've got all these great products that are not fiberglass resin and don't stick to high heaven and don't require a ton of ventilation. Oh, this can go away too. Okay. Resin pyramids. That's intriguing. We want to go back to doing some Egyptian stuff again. We need these because this product is by volume. How do we do it? Volume. I mean, I love clear resins because you make stones out of them and stuff like that. And I mean, these were off pores. I don't know where the originals are, but I had leftover red resin from pouring the stone for the Sith, so I quickly poured it in nearby Star Trek mold. I don't know where that mold is anymore, so they are organ energy pyramids. Layers of organic and non-organic materials to help with much more EMF, much more. I really want to create an orgone accumulator someday. Really? That is cool. Going to the store? What? What? I just did it again. Just can't stop making a mess of everything. I am missing more popsicle sticks, and they're in a drawer. You know, we should do what we did before at the other place and put popsicle sticks in cups again. I know they take up physical space on the desk, but oh, wow. I'll use this. No! My nose is not itchy. Everyone, tell me my nose is not itchy. My nose is not itchy. My nose is not itchy. Please, someone tell me my nose is not itchy. I'll post pics on my Insta so you can see what they look like. Cool. I've seen people do like pour molds with, pyramids and other shapes and domes, and they put flowers and things inside them. But I'm not sure there's, for folks like us, I'm not sure there's a market for it, but we do a lot of this other stuff. We really want to do the wizard thing more because they're just too much fun. Smoothcast. Is this the right one? No, it's the 65D. I want the 320. I thought this was the 320. Huh. Hang on, folks. There's a 321, which takes longer to set. There's the Equinox. That's not what I want. I'm getting goo on the boxes. I have to wipe them off. Tell me it's a 320. No. I thought there was the 320 at the back. I can't tell from the side. All right. Fine. I can't wait to get all this stuff into a space where we can see it all on a shelf. Okay, well. We'll use this one anyway. We're using up a lot of old product, so it's all a guess in the dark as to what is and is not good anymore. Your nose, it's not itchy, it's your ears. Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ron. You're such a sweetheart, Ron. See, all we really need is any of the resins to be able to tell whether or not these molds are any good anymore. Remember, folks, don't mix your A's and B's until you're ready. It's like minding your P's and Q's. So if these molds are still good, we'll put these up on the store too. Get a little more Star Trek in there. I can probably mix it better than that. I just want to crack it first. Oh, the little cardboard thing is stuck. That's okay. And Ron, thank you so much for correcting your, because that's one of those pet peeves of mine. You know, you gotta have some pet peeves in life. Wow, okay. Gotta use this stuff up pretty fast. Because the little inside thing from inside the lid is stuck to the opening. So again, older product. So we're going to use them up. There we go. Okay, part A. Oh, excuse me. Usually I take the marker and mark the side of the cup, but I'm not too worried about it right now. So that's part A, because these are all going in the garbage when I'm done. I think I'm going to over pour a little. Do 3 instead. I mean, it's old product. So everyone cross your fingers. 2, 3 of those. 2, 3 of those. Wipe the top. Stick this back on, so to speak. Oh, it's getting warm in here. That's a problem too, is Toronto's got so much humidity. I really need one of those chambers. That's part A. We have part B. There is a dead bug in this cup. Isn't that intriguing? Okay, dead bug, come on. There we go. Dead bug in the middle of the road. Or is that dead skunk? Stinking to high heaven. Part bear. Oh, resin poor. Might as well. Mine too. If Pablo or Peter would push for those common fixes on iOS, I could have done better. That's okay. It's okay. Everything's good. Foley artist, hidden Foley artist. Sorry, won't cross your fingers. Can't cross one finger, you need two. I'm working up a bit of sweat. Better than a live one. That would be a tough bug. Red eye? Facebook user. Oh, this one, the little lid is. Yeah, I think I shook it enough. One. Guilty. Always. Two. Yeah, all that focus and concentration. Breathing into the mic. It's not meant to be sexy. I mean, if any of you want to perceive it as such, I won't stop you. I'm not going to see Martin until the weekend at the earliest. I guess Friday at the earliest. So I'm on my own. I'm probably going to have to do the history thing on my own too. Okay, let the bubbles just come to the surface. That one's almost debubbled. I mean, it'll bubble up a little bit when I pour the two together, but I like getting as many bubbles out as possible. I want a pressure chamber. Okay. Old product. It's either going to work or not. If it does not work, that's going to the chemical disposal. Slowly going through all this old product and looking at making things for the store. So that's the goal here, is to, because of course we'll make you a fresh one. I'm not going to make you one from the old product, but we have to put something up to say, look, this is the product. Ta-da! Stir, stir, stir. Now, I don't remember how long this one takes. So hopefully it's one of the faster ones. I'm sure it looks like a movie rating. Rated R material may not be suitable for small children or people with big sticks up their butt. Nice. Okay, everyone's fingers crossed. So I guess we'll know. I mean, tomorrow I have other obligations all day because now I have to pick up a lot of the slack. But I will be on the day after that. And that's when you guys get to find out whether or not these worked. Yep. Missed a bump. Okay, one. little Romulan symbol here. Wow, these molds are really old. Little teeny. Klingon symbol. Oh, if that one works, I'll be really happy. I love these tiny little ones. The originals for these tiny ones, I cut out of friendly plastic and then took molds of them. So I don't know where the rest of the molds are. Ooh, we're already warming up quite a bit. So definitely overmade. So I'm going to hold this one together. Normally I would do elastics and stuff like that, but it's so old, as we saw with the communicator. It's likely to fall apart if I do what I'm supposed to do. So I just want to find out what it is. It's about 4 or 5 in there that when I tried to look at what they were, they fell apart immediately, like just disintegrated. Oh, that's what I'm after. You get the air bubbles out. Oh, it's already starting to gel a bit. Nope, it's too thick to. Yep, it's definitely old. It's going off like. It's really going off. It's already got the big white swirls in it, and the cup is super, super hot. Oh, that's another thing too. When you're working with products like this, don't use plastic cups that are not designed for hot liquid, because yeah, horrible things will happen. Well, I'm not gonna be able to find out what this one is yet. Hopefully that didn't just destroy it. Guess I'll find out. Just ordered a. Oh right, we got that. Just ordered a shirt. Okay. So without pulling out the big kit and fussing with it, these guys are the last thing technically. So this comes off, and then always do it properly so that you don't touch any goo. People keep asking me what I want for my birthday. Replacement supplies. So I can keep going. It's not until August, but I have to buy gloves before then. Damn. Yeah. Took the gloves off and start touching things that aren't set. But I want my chocolate milk. Wow, the cup got warm. I swear my fingers burned. Is that cup melting? Looks like it's tipping. It's possible. I mean, these cups are designed for hot liquid, but oh, I see. It's the dribble down the sides, encouraging the one corner to give in. Give in, corner, give in. You have been defeated. Oh, actually, it's going off really well. So, that stuff may still be usable. There we go. And we have a little, we have a box here that stuff like this goes in, so that we're not throwing regular garbage. And we did that with batteries as well. I'm going to take off the second camera. There we go. Martin off fighting traffic. No, Martin's gone for a week. As of Sunday night, Martin's gone for a week. It's a personal thing, so we're not going to talk about it. But we're going to give him that week and let him do what he has to do. A lot of things have caught up with us with all these moves and everything that's happened, and yeah. So, kind of. That's the best way for me to put it. But it's weird. We're realizing with all the years that we've been together as a couple how much we've become over reliant upon each other in some ways. So he's gone off to solve something he's been avoiding and decided to stay elsewhere for a week so we can kind of get a feel for um, what each of us doesn't know, like what each of us has become over reliant on. Because it really is. Someone said to me that anyone who goes past 20 years of a marriage starts getting more and more bitter. I don't think it's bitter. I think it's just you become so reliant upon the other person to do particular things that if that person were to leave or die or something would happen, um, nothing. So an opportunity came for him to go off and solve some other things, and it leaves him completely without the things that he loves to do, and it's left me trying to remember how to do certain things because he's been doing those skills and techniques for so many years. And I've had a number of crying moments where I don't know where something is because I know he put it away, or it's a technique I haven't used or something I haven't done in like 20 years, but he's done every day when he was at the other shop. So this is going to be stressful. I'm assuming he's just as stressed. We both agreed not to call each other or check in on each other. So it's all good until you got to wear the cone. Ernie breeds contempt. Yes. Yes, it does. And I'd say we've done a lot better than other people, but that does not mean we've done better. This is definitely worth the experiment. Get bitter. More like the scent of gibbered herring. Wow. Wow. Congratulations, Red Eye. I think you went somewhere my parents never did. Okay. There we go. So it's still what's referred to as green. It's still soft and flexible. And this is how we made that one crown, is we got the product to a point where it's still soft, but has a shape. And then we wrapped it around something that's about the same shape and size as Martin's head. So, yeah. So it's still green. It's still giving off a lot of heat. I think I may have put a little too much part B. Almost there. Occasionally got on each other's nerves. Yeah, I admire you for what you've done, Katie. I could not. There's no way I could. Signing off for the night. Good night. Listen, take care of yourself, honey. Please don't let it get to you. If you could share our links and stuff, that'd be great. And hopefully we'll be in a spot where we're all at the same convention. And you and Katie and Harold and myself and Martin and can all just hit the local pub and just treat ourselves well. You know? What time are we on? 9 o'clock, okay. When you put Mentos into Diet Coke. Oh! Watching that was always awesome. I never got to try it. I never ever got to try it. All right, this is the boring part. Still awfully warm. But the molds seem to be surviving. This little guy needed to be done with a teaspoon. I need music for you guys. Da 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 da. Da. Right. I can scratch now. Ooh, this is still super hot down here. So it'll be super hot in the front. Resettle it now. Well, we might be good enough. Well then, let's see if these old molds survived. Start with the smallest one, because it's the most likely to be okay. As in set. Okay, the mold still looks intact, which is good. That's what we wanted. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, this molding compound back then was super expensive. I mean, we took small casts of moldings of anything, if there's any left over, just to make sure we can. Okay, it's still a little green. It's still a little soft. Maybe the other camera would be better. So it's still a little green because the overpour is still soft. So we're gonna give the two bigger ones a bit of time. Nice, yeah. We got a bunch of little tiny Klingon. I think. Oh yeah, that's right. We did the tiny ones. I don't know what happened to the Star Trek one, but yeah, it's the original. But we used to make them into little lapel pins, and that's about the size I wanted to do with the HAP stuff. I wanted to do little collar pins. We got to get all this other stuff out of the way first. 3D print and mold. The Lamaste, I think, would be the one that I'm gonna use the most probably. Hathor has entered the room. Yes, she's circling. Thankfully, she's staying away from the chemicals. Looks like the Klingon cufflinks daughter got me for Father's Day. Oh, cool. That's a clever idea. But I'm going to keep molds like this around. So it's the kind of thing that if there's left over, it winds up being more product. In the one section, I want to create a overflow product section. So coolest kid ever. Yeah, I'd say so. Well, except I was pretty cool. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to turn this one off. There we go. Yeah, the buckle's still pretty warm. Yeah, still pretty warm in the bottom of the cup. Oh, that's not bad. This one's not very deep. So I'm gonna coax it out. Oh wow. Mold is still good. Mold is definitely still good. This one needs cleaning outside of it. So there's the mold. If you can, here we go. And then, yeah, here's the pour. This took us forever. The original one, like we can 3D print things like this. But back then we were hand cutting out of styrene. So ones like this with all these tiny little detail always took forever to cut out. So getting a mold instead of cutting all the time was well worth the extra. What? What are you complaining about now? You guys got fed. Are we just telling me off for nothing again? Do we have to make a kitty cat product or something? I'm trying to get this back in. Nope, that one part is twisting and turning. So I'm gonna, still green. Still green, so it's warping. So I'm gonna leave it out of the mold. That was kind of foolish. Okay, I'm putting it down there. So I am not touching the buckle yet. Yeah, she does. She used to hate getting any kind of attention, and then we did multiple moves, and now she wants something but attention. It's kind of weird, kind of surreal. So if anyone wants to come on and chat or ask questions, or this is a good time because it's still setting. Oh, it's warm. It's a piece of art all in itself. And I can't really see it. Oh wow, look at the blue refraction from the LED light on the webcam. That's interesting. This is a lot about the product, huh? She wants reassurance. Yeah. Right now she's rolling around in front of her brother. In front of Pippin. Pippin, why is your fur up a little bit? Look at me and yawn. You look comfortable. Why's your fur like that? I think they've been licking each other again. I swear, every time the boys cough up something like a fur ball, it's her fur. Not theirs. Nuh-uh. Looks like green to me. I have eye saver mode on. Oh, okay. Yeah, it won't look the same then. I'm hearing all these chimes from the other room. From my phone. Guess it's charged by now. Thinking of going out and doing some Pokemon. And then popping over to Vince's broadcast. Because he seems upset about something. So, check in on him. I'm not going to spend all night because I can't. But, should check in on him. I don't mind doing that. Come on, heat, stop. Yep, cup is still super, super hot. Oh, just fell over. But this is a better casting product than the fiberglass resin was. It's not going to snap like the fiberglass resin did. So I think I might take a chance. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance. Okay, it's definitely stiffer than it was. But if the pour comes out okay. Yeah, see, now these become masters. You love Eva. Thank you. Yeah. These now become master molds. So that, like master positives. So if something happens to these molds, we still have the positives. So these will not be sold. Oh, that's a good sound. Oh, anyone interested in doing classic Klingons? Okay, so the edge is a little uneven, but that was the original casting. You heard that, yeah? Isn't that cool? Okay, apparently there was still some crap in the mold. But hey, that worked really well. And the mold is still okay. Let me get this window back. So, yeah, pretty good. Painted up to look, in metallics. It's one way to clean it. Yeah, really. With leftover resin. Okay, so these are going to get painted up and added to the cosplay section of the store. So that's a bonus. Yay! Because yeah, we want to focus on the props in the cosplay sections of the store. Those are the things we do. So that makes us happy. All right then. Yeah. I'll clean up after I talk to you guys. So let's get rid of this close up again. So I am going to leave it at this because I'm looking over at the mold. It is definitely not set yet. So that's gonna be a shot in the dark. We all keep our fingers crossed and keep plugging ahead, right? So I'm gonna leave you all this, and then I'm gonna go and do some Pokemon hunting, and hopefully get back in time to see Vince's cast and get a whole bunch of other stuff done. Because I think I'm gonna change a bunch of things when it comes to organizing, so it's easier to decide what's going to the other space. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages in my head. Oh yes, okay. Next storyline is next story time is steampunk, and we've already started collecting the funds. So remember, it's $5 worth of awards or $5 in sponsorship. You can go past $5; we won't stop you. But if you're a $5 sponsorship, let us know what your email address is so we can send you a discount code for the store. Make lists of where things are. Yeah, well, Martin and I keep. I guess when you move 8 times, you change your mind a lot. So it's basically what's happening. See you later. Yeah. So no, it's things like I ran out of toilet paper. Well, I was on the toilet today, and he's not here. And I sat there for a little bit, grabbed a face towel, and said, "Right." So that's going in the wash. But yeah, we've put the toilet paper in the closet in the hallway instead of like under the cupboard next to the toilet. That wasn't well thought out. I mean, we were concerned about moisture from the faucet or whatever, but you know, that was not a good situation today. So it's things like that, you know. Yeah, and I have a computer set up now, so yeah, it is what it is. You need a dog, a laboratory retriever. Nice. I want a bidet. I miss having a bidet. Seemed a good place to put it at a time. But yeah, it's not the first time I've wound up without, and he wound up without a couple times. But we're always like around more often than not with each other. So, you holler the other person's name and say, I've got a problem, and the problem gets solved. Not today. So I'm going to change some things while he's gone. My life, folks. Just, yeah. All right. Bowel towels must be kept near the receptacle. Yeah. Yeah. Never really stopped to think about it before, but did today. All right, folks. Katie, I'll talk to you tomorrow morning. And everyone else, I'll talk to you whenever. Remember, respect yourself more than anyone else can, and everything will be fine. If Martin was here, I'd say goodbye, Martin. Hathor, do you want to say goodbye, Hathor? Oh, she's asleep. Pip, do you want to come in? Nope, you're asleep too. Fine. Goodbye, Christina. It just doesn't work. Duck walk nut. Yeah, I know that one too. All right, folks. I won't see you tomorrow because there's just way too much that's going to keep me away from the cameras. My plan is Wednesday to do the history challenge, and I'm thinking of doing it about pirates. Because at some point here, I've got to go through all my pirate stuff. Because if the Pirate Festival happens, I'd like to be ready way ahead of time, not like a day or two before. So maybe I'll pull it out, all out, and make my history challenge going through my pirate stuff, making sure it's okay, talking about the realities of it and what we have to do as performers to make it interesting for an audience. And yeah, I can do that without Martin. Don't want to do it without Martin, but I could do that without Martin. Do I have my costume here? I just might. So hard to find these days, yeah. Get prices to do pirates. And on that note, we'll see you guys Wednesday. All right. Bye. Leaning over, hitting the video, and we're out of here.
Keep the time.
We had a great time in Montreal. Montreal was all hard and forest, right? Go on, camera. Camera. I'd like to. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite. No. Well, look, cocktails.
So how much styrofoam?
No. Way too much styrofoam. The birds are confused. It's like, what's this city doing here?
But the lead was hanging.